Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Welcome back. You are listening to the Mara Mokwanda Show on Salam Media. So, being a woman in South Africa is an extreme sport. I mean, let's be real about this with the whole gender-based violence, femicide, etc. Not just femicide, but sexual violence against women as well. That's always on the rise. And from brutal rapes to high rates of femicide, women have now started to arm themselves. But is this the answer? Let's find out more from Anika Rosso, who is in-house counsel at Ghana Owners South Africa. Good morning, Anika.
Morning, Miriam. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure. All right, so with gender-based violence on the rise, is it necessary to arm oneself with a firearm?
In our opinion, it is. The reason for that is that you can go on as many self-defense courses as you want. But if a 100-kilogram man is running towards you and you weigh, let's say, 60 kilograms, you are not going to do much unless you are a pro at self-defense. A firearm would then act as a great equalizer between yourself and this attacker, and it would be the only way to effectively stop the threat.
Mm-hmm. So you have to school me on the types of firearms available because I have no clue. I mean, I just see a gun. We all just call it the same thing. That's a gun. That's a shotgun. That's an AK-47. That's all that we know.
All right. There are a couple of firearms. We have four different categories. We have guns, which are normal because you can hide them on your body. You can conceal them properly for sport shooting. Then you have shotguns. Now, shotguns would be the longer barrel things, and I think people.
Anika, I'm losing you. I think the connection is a bit unstable. Right, Anika, please try refreshing if you can hear me, because the network is a bit unstable. Yeah, but it happens. It's inevitable. We can't avoid it. That's what comes with the lockdown, because networks have been very unstable. But anyways, if you have any questions for Anika, please leave them in the comments section, or you can send them to us on WhatsApp. The number is 061-766-0355. We are talking about owning a firearm as a woman, because women have started to arm themselves because of the gender-based violence and femicide and brutal rapes that are on the rise. We feel that there has to be another way to protect ourselves other than just going for self-defense classes and having pepper spray, because sometimes your attackers might be able to fight you off and eventually beat you up as well. So maybe owning a firearm, a gun can be another alternative, but is it a safe option? So leave your comments and let us know if you own a firearm as well. Have you used your firearm? What are the processes that you went through into obtaining a firearm? The safety measures, etc., the license. It's not just an easy thing to obtain. Like you go for training and the next thing, boom, you got your firearm. It's not something that is easy as 1, 2, 3. So okay, Anika is back, but she is on the line. Anika?
Yes, I'm so sorry about that. It seems lockdown has broken our internet connection.
Yes, what a sad state of affairs. But anyway, please continue. You were explaining about the types of guns available.
All right, so we have handguns, which are normally small firearms which you can hold in your hands. They are generally used for self-defense. They are also used for sport shooting. Then we have shotguns. Shotguns would be used for sport shooting. In some cases, they are used for self-defense. Then we have rifles. When we think of rifles, the first thing that normally comes up is a sniper rifle. They are the long-barreled firearms with which you would hunt, or if you are in the army or in the military, those would be your sniping firearms. And then lastly, we have our semi-auto firearms. Semi-auto firearms are, for instance, like the AK-47. It is an AR. Those are firearms which shoot multiple shots.
Mm-hmm.
They are normally the fun guns to shoot with.
Oh, that sounds like something I'd enjoy doing. So, what are some of the more popular guns for women?
You know what? There are many opinions on what is the most suitable firearm for a woman, but
Hmm.
whatever you are comfortable with would be the most suitable firearm. Normally, women tend to go for smaller firearms. Not all women. There are women that carry quite big handguns, and I've been quite impressed with that. But it depends on what you are happy with and what you can conceal and carry and what you are comfortable with.
All right. So, yeah, that actually does make sense because it all comes down to comfort. If you feel like you want to carry a shotgun, carry a shotgun. If you feel like you want to go for something smaller, yeah. All right. So, how
But remember
important
that.
is,
Hmm,
yes, how important is
okay.
training before owning a firearm?
Training is crucial because if you do not know how to use a firearm, remember that handguns are normally used for self-defense. If you
Hmm.
do not know how to clear a stoppage in a handgun, or you do not know how to reload, do something as simple as reload the magazine,
Hmm.
when you need this firearm in a self-defense situation, you're not going to know what to do, and that might be crucial. That might cause you to get hurt or possibly even die because you don't know what to do. You must always go for training, and you must make sure that in your mind you are comfortable with the idea of
Hmm.
having or carrying or using a firearm.
I know sometimes we look at people or women rather who use firearms. We look at them like, these are strong women. These women are like, yeah, out there and they're able to fire a firearm. But it's not as easy as it looks. I mean, just handling the firearm and firing a shot, how much pressure goes into that?
Okay, if you are new at doing it, if you haven't had a firearm or haven't shot a firearm before, it will be quite stressful. Hopefully, the person that does help you with firing or with using this firearm on the shooting range, hopefully this person makes it fun. But it is a lot of pressure to be under, and it is something that you need to get well acquainted with before you actually decide to carry one every day for self-defense.
Mhm. Tell us more about the Girls on Fire campaign.
Okay, so Girls on Fire is an initiative by Gun Owners SA. Uh, Lynette Oxley, who founded the campaign, realized that mostly it is men in the shooting community, and it is not necessary, it is not only men that shoot. Women also want to shoot. We also want to arm ourselves so that we can protect ourselves because it is the most efficient way to protect ourselves. So Girls on Fire is an initiative in which we teach women the basics of handguns, and we support them if they decide to get involved in sport shooting or self-defense. We help them out with their choices on firearms, how to carry, where they should carry, because a woman's body is also a lot different from a man's body. We
Mhm.
can't carry where they can carry. We can't conceal as wonderfully or as well as they can. So
Mhm.
Girls on Fire is an initiative where we empower women by teaching them to shoot and to protect themselves.
Is it a yearly program? How does it work? How can women participate in it?
Okay, so we actually travel the country with Gun Owners SA. Have obviously not during lockdown, but we
Mm.
have festivals in each province. If a lady wants to get involved, they can just contact us and they can join us in their province. Alternatively, in January every year, we have our big event in which they can shoot a multiple of firearms, and it turns out to be quite a big competition between the ladies because We've got wonderful prizes, and everyone obviously wants to take part and win some of the nice prizes.
That just got me so excited. Now I can't know which province you will be in. Have you any idea?
So our main event in January will be held in Johannesburg. So if you can travel, and it's nice to come here, you meet nice people, you shoot very nice guns. For instance, one of the firearms that you would shoot at this Girls on Fire Top Shot event, is what we call it, is the Trevello 50 cal. Now, a 50 cal is, I want to say 2-3 pins next to each other. That's about the size of the bullet that you would shoot. It's amazing. People don't get that chance to shoot 50 cals. So if you can, join us in January.
Yeah, no, definitely I will. I'm super excited. You have no idea how I'm smiling from ear to ear because like I just can't wait to shoot firearms. Yes, I'll be there definitely. All right. Now back to gun safety. What do we need to know before deciding to get a firearm? It's not just as easy as 1, 2, 3. Anika? Anika, are you still on the line? All right, so I see, it seems I may have lost Anika. All right, so guys, if you have any questions for Anika, please leave them in the comments section. And if you have any
Thank
comments
you.
as well. Anika, are you back? Can you
I'm
hear
back.
me?
Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
All right, no problem. Okay, before I lost you, I wanted to know what do we need to know before deciding to get a firearm? Because it's not as easy as it seems. It's not as easy as it looks. So, what is the process of obtaining a firearm?
Obtaining a firearm in South Africa, believe it or not, is very difficult. A legal firearm. Of course, your illegal firearms are apparently quite easy to come by.
Yeah.
Should you decide that you want to get involved or want to get your own firearm, you would have to go for proficiency training at a registered and accredited training provider. Once you've done your training, you will be issued a certificate. You will attend at the police station and apply for a SAPS competency. Your competency will take anything from 4 to 5 months. They have 90 working days within to finalize your competency application. Once you've obtained your competency application, then you can simply go purchase your firearm. Your firearm will stay at the gun dealer where you've purchased it. And you will then use the serial number, the make and model, to go and apply for a license at the police station. Once you've received your license, which can also take 90 working days, so you need to understand that the process of obtaining a firearm can take anything up to a year. But once you've received your license, you can go collect your firearm, and then you have your firearm.
4 to 5 months of waiting is a long time to wait to receive firearm. And what about the pricing? So what is the cheapest firearm available?
Okay, so that depends. It depends on if you buy a second-hand firearm or a brand new firearm. But for a good firearm for self-defense, you can look in the region of about 10,000 rand. Obviously, it's cheaper if you buy second-hand, but if you want to buy a new good firearm, look, you can bargain in that range.
All right, so 10,000 is quite a bit, and not to mention all the amount of time that you have to wait. So if anyone is deciding to go and buy a firearm, there is a process as well as a budget that you need to have. All right. And how does Gun Owners South Africa assist with firearms?
Yes, so Gun Owners South Africa is a gun rights organization. So if you decide to get involved, we can point you in the direction of your nearest trainer to do your proficiency training at. Should you have to apply for your competency, we can assist you with the process. Obviously, you still apply at the police station, but we can ensure your documents are in order. When you apply for your firearm license, you require a motivation, which is a letter in which you state you motivate why you require this firearm. We can draft that on your behalf. There is a fee involved. And then should your application get refused, because that happens, we assist you with the appeal in regards to your license application. We also run to court every time that the police try to take any of our firearm, I'm going to call them firearm rights, although they are not seen as rights. Any time that the police infringe on any of your firearm rights or your rights, then we do go to court on behalf of our members.
All right. So if people would like to contact you for more information, how can they go about that?
All right. They can contact us on our landline, which is 011 888 1355, or they can email admin@gunownerssa.org. Alternatively, they can join our Facebook page, which is GOSA Gun Owners SA.
GOSA?
Gun Owners SA.
All right. So, okay. Thank you so much for your time, Anika, and for the lovely chat.
And your pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Okay. That was Anika Russell, who is from the Gun Owners South Africa. Well, talking about firearms. How can you obtain a firearm? Because women are obtaining firearms, the type of firearms available, and the process of having to obtain a firearm. Sounds like it is a good idea to get a firearm, but it's going to be worth the wait. And you know, you don't want to go down the back route, because that is going to put you in more hot water than you already are in. Anyways, learn how to fire a firearm. Go and get your certifications. Go and do your research. Most importantly, go visit Gun Owners South Africa for more information. Also, give them a call on 011 888 1355, and don't just sit there and think like, okay, I think I'm ready for a firearm now, and I'm going to go and purchase one. Do your research properly. Have your time limits, because it's going to take 4 to 5 months to apply for, and it's going to take another 4 to 5 months for more applications and waiting periods, etc., etc. So roughly a year or half the year, most of the year rather, you're going to wait for your gun or your firearm. So make sure that you know what you are getting yourself into. It's very, very important for you to know how to use your firearm, how to protect yourself and those around you. Sometimes pulling out a firearm may seem like it's the best thing to do until you are stuck in a situation where you have no idea what is going on and how to actually use the firearm. So don't be that person. Shakira Wadi says, you are a wonderful host. You engage every guest and carry every topic through with such great wisdom. Shukran so much, Shakira, for tuning in. It's only a pleasure. And also, thank you for choosing Salam Media as your broadcast of choice. Do stay with us. We will be right back after the break.